What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Laser Source Podcast, the #1 podcast.
Laser
if you want to
Source.
give Jeff Bezos all of your money,
Pew, pew, pew.
that's all I have.
Like that.
What's up, guys? Welcome. Good to see all of you. I am still trying to make an appropriate thumbnail for this, and I made a pretty good one, but it's not done yet. And I didn't do any of the research for this episode. Matt and Kyle did. So I'm going to just turn this right over to Matt and Kyle immediately so we can get started right away. And then we'll circle back around because I have some stuff to share after they're done. So I'll be editing. You guys go nuts. Boyce, you play your little anime porn game on your phone or whatever. Emergencystop.net. Take it away, boys.
What's up, guys?
Hi, guys.
Such a different energy, Kyle.
So we have big deal days, right, going on. So
like anime porn games. Kyle's like, what's up, guys?
Oh my god. So we have Amazon big deal days going. So it's kind of like, Prime Day, but round 2 for Q4. So what me and Matt did was we fished through all of Amazon and we tried to pull as many good deals as we could to save you guys the time of having to do so.
Just trying to pull those Charizards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
So here, let me share my screen.
Kyle's like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do something.
Charizard you.
Wish you would.
This is getting weird.
You're getting weird.
Been there.
Keep it together, boys. LBX is coming up.
For sure.
All right. So first deal I found here was for a nice little Acer Aspire laptop. It's a 14-inch, so it's nice and small. Doesn't take up a lot of space. So if you need like a little laser computer for $350 on sale, $100 off, it's not bad. So 512 gig SSD, 8 gigs of RAM, and a Ryzen quad core with hyper-threading, I believe.
Before I was a big enough boy to afford Lenovo's for everything, I was a really big Acer fan. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that was coming up.
I still like Acers.
Yeah, they're cool.
So yeah, I'm actually thinking about picking one of these up.
Nice.
It does come with Windows 11 Home too. It's not like the Home S whatever that's all locked down and crappy. So it actually comes with like a nice full copy of Windows 11. So none of that other BS. So what is that, like 23% off, $100 off, 450, 350, something like. Oh, it's 22%. It says it right here. So not bad. The next deal that I found is a little portable power station. So this is the time of year where a lot of people are going to fairs. They're customizing stuff on the go. So this is actually big enough where you can rock out on a small laser like the 20-watt comm marker that Matt's rocking. This will give you like a couple hours of runtime for the laser if you're operating off a laptop. So for $169, 52% off, and it's got another $8 or $9 off on a coupon.
$162?
$100.
I have to pull this back up now. Oh shit!
Yeah,
look at that.
It's like $161 before tax. So not a bad deal. You got little USB ports on the front for charging your phone if you want to. So if you're in an area where you get hit by hurricanes or tornadoes a lot, keeping this charged, and then you can charge your phones and stuff off of it. Whatever.
I almost asked you to send me the link to this, but then I was like, it's going to be in the description, so never mind.
It will be in the description momentarily.
I might have to buy that. That's pretty sick.
I have its big brother here, the EF EcoFlow Delta 2 Max.
Yeah,
It's a whole lot more watt hours by about 10x.
that's actually its drunk stepdad. So
This is enough to basically run a laptop and like a small laser for like an entire day, maybe 2 if you're really conservative with power.
I was gonna say,
It's solar panel optional.
It is $1,500, but
That's badass.
it's an investment. It's a tool, right?
Well, it's $800 off too.
35%. So pretty hefty savings there.
Wait, it's usually like $2,000.
It's usually $2,300.
Woo!
Yeah. Miranda said we already have a Jackery.
I mean, yeah, that tiny thing, fucking piece of shit.
So pretty soon you guys are gonna see something similar that I did a little like first look review on in this ballpark. This is a different one, but B-Link Mini PC comes with a Ryzen 5, 6-core, 12-thread, I believe, 500 gig SSD, 16 gigs of RAM. It's $40 off, 13%. So for something that's reasonably new, this is another great option for like a laser PC or just a shop computer or whatever. Yeah, not much else to say about it. This was on sale, and unfortunately, it's not anymore. But a 2,000 pack of assorted size zip ties. So we know how zip ties can just be, you can go through zip ties like a crazy person.
Yeah,
But
I do.
$29 for 2,000 zip ties is not bad. I believe before it was actually on sale for like $24 or $23. Not a huge difference, but I thought it was worth noting.
How much is the 400 pack?
I don't know.
I literally zip tie
$6.
every
Like
single
$6.
cable that's not in use in my shop. I zip tie, and then
Yeah.
I cut them every single time that I need them again.
The
then
400
zip
pack's
tie them.
51% off.
Yeah, I go through
Yes.
them pretty.
That looks like a good
No.
deal.
So if you're into zip ties, the link will be in the description momentarily.
That was a really weird way to say that.
Ed Bundy.
This one is going to be a little controversial because we know there's some people who are not DeWalt people and some
Whoa.
people who are DeWalt people.
No, not the DeWalt shit.
But 42% off on a driver and drill combo pack with a charger and 2
Must say
batteries.
it comes with the chargers are worth $100. Shit.
Yeah,
I say all that.
$139.
Screw
Oh my god, Matt.
Get it? I guess you could say it's nuts.
That's
It's bananas.
you're
just
Put it-
have
don't
done
put a
that.
hex
you
on
should
me.
be ashamed.
Don't put a hex on me.
Oh,
So $139, 42% off. So I thought this was a killer deal. I'm actually thinking about picking up this set because we actually have some of those batteries and a driver already. And for those of you who spend a lot of time in your shop, we're now getting into the entertainment side of things. AirPods, man. A good set of Bluetooth headphones when you're in the shop wandering around, not having cords dangling off your head next to a laser. is always
Yelling
good.
at your employees.
Yeah. So
Yes.
31% off, down from $129 to $89. If you have an iPhone, these are fantastic. If you have an Android, then maybe Matt has another option for you later down the road. And since we're in the entertainment section here, Toshiba 55-inch smart TV, $249 for a 4K 55-inch TV.
Bro.
I don't have one of these. I don't know how great it is, but for a shop TV to just keep you entertained while you're rotating stock through lasers,
Watching
while you're
old
at a shop,
episodes of Laser Everything while you work.
yeah.
That's actually
mount
going
it
to
up
be
on
your
the wall.
LED TV right there.
$249 ain't bad. So, and it's the new model too.
42%,
It's not even like
42%
the
off.
model they're not even clearancing it off. It's this year's model. And then
$250.
finally, last one I found is a 32-inch Amazon Smart TV, $109, 45%.
Isn't it wild? That's wild how cheap this stuff's getting.
I can just have a second monitor for my damn computer at that size.
Really?
Fucking huge.
TVs, maybe not the best monitors, but
Better than
it
no
works.
monitor.
so that's it for what I found. I'm gonna go ahead and let Matt take over.
$100.
By the way,
Matt, do you want me to pull them up for you?
no, I got them all. I just need to share my
the
screen. But the other thing is I just added one more to the bottom because I forgot to put it before I left earlier. So let's see. Let's do a little presentation, a little share screen. Window. Here it is. All right, so it's gonna look weird for a second. Here we go.
That's what she said.
Oh my god. All right. So this one is actually a shout out to Black Bull Blanks. He sent this to me in a conversation we were having about an upcoming video. And this is also something I've seen at Sam's Club too, but the fact it's the exact same price, so you're getting like a really good deal on this. It's only 7% off, but this is one of those things when we're talking about portable power. And so just so you guys know like how I kind of came up with some of these deals for the com marker video that we've got coming, or series coming up and coming out. Some of these are going to be about power. And then the next video that I've been working on is how to like best upgrade your workspace. So that's kind of all of these kind of have to deal with power on the go and for how to like upgrade your workspace to be a little more professional and have the stuff you need. So long story short, $400. It's a 2000 watt ultra quiet, small and lightweight machine. So this is one of those ones where basically 1.5 gallons of fuel will run for, I think it said 10 to 12 hours. And the decibels on it are really low. So literally it's like having the your California Air Tools next to you, which is pretty sweet. So it's 19 inches by 12 inches. So pretty easy to take that out and around.
That's
And
what she said.
I knew you were going to say something as soon as I said
So
it.
easy.
But the good news is it's got an extended runtime. She'll love that. Anyways, I know.
Gotta
So
go the distance.
only 7%, but for one of these things, it's pretty useful. And again, what's really nice about it is if you're in Florida, it also is an inverter. So you can kind of take a look. If you really wanted to take a look at that, that'll be in the description. But that's really sweet for an inverter to be able to run some of the stuff in your house, some of the circuits in your house. Pretty cool. So then the next one, I actually am super excited about these. These weren't even on sale. They're just really high quality. So when I was looking up, we had talked about getting the right outdoor extension cords, or not outdoor extension cords, but extension cords for like having high grade stuff. So these are actually a 2-pack of 10 feet, 3 electrical power outlets, and it's 10 not outdoor extension cords. Ooh, what was
Sorry.
that?
That was
Yeah,
my bad.
I hate you. It's 10-3, which is really good, and it's 15 amps. So you've got 3 prongs. So basically, it's like taking an extension cord to your outlet. So you, if you don't know, most of the houses nowadays are 10 gauge wire in the walls. So you're literally running the same thing and keeping that standard across 10 feet. And for $25 a cord, what was it? USA Today actually had these listed as one of the best value purchases. And it's an American veteran-owned company, which is pretty sweet. So I think that was one more reason to support them. But, I mean, it's really, really great. So you've got a lighted outlet, 10-foot extension, and it's 15 amps all the way through. So that's one of those things where if you're trying to run multiple machines, you could, like the ones behind me, you could have all 3 plugged in, bing, bang, boom. And really, that's kind of what you want to do is keep that amp up and have a quality extension cord. So then the other thing that I got was basically, let me start with, let's see, is it this one? Yeah, we'll start with this one. Here we go. So I went the other route. This is only 10% off, but it's a CyberPower PC. Normally it's $1,200. This is the actual machine that I bought when I upgraded, when I knew that I needed to do like 3D rendering and Fusion 360, and I'm trying to do photo editing, and I'm trying to do video editing and all that kind of stuff, which most of you guys who are small business owners have to do all of that yourself. This machine does it all. And for $1,000, this has 4 monitor inputs, which is really sweet. It's got a 3060 GeForce RTX 3060 12 gigabyte, which is now it's outdated a little bit, I think, right? Alex, you've got a 3070.
It's only last
It's one gen old. It's good. It's,
yeah.
The 3060 is a really good card.
That's what I was saying. So it's really, really good. Alex was going to send me his to put in my computer, but it wouldn't even support it. So I couldn't even get that to work. So anyways, it's an Intel i7. It's really good. And for the specs on this, it's really sweet. And it's just a way to upgrade your place to look more professional. In my opinion, I know it has like RGB stuff and you're like, oh, that's professional. But it's just really cool looking. And for a laser shop, it's really neat. But again, it'll run Fusion 360. I've had 4 instances of Lightburn open. 3 instances of Lightburn open while I had Discord and the internet and video conferencing happening all at the same time. and this thing didn't even break a sweat. Whereas my old computer, if I tried to open Fusion 360, it just took a shit and died. So it was great for running the small stuff, but this will get you into a little bit deeper waters. So that being said, once you have that, and you're going to see this in the video I bought 4 of these. So these are actually
those were actually on sale earlier today for like $60 off or something.
Oh my God, where'd the sale go? All right, well,
you bought them. They might go back on sale. There's still another
so
big deal
these
days
are on
ends
sale.
tomorrow at midnight or something. So
these were on sale again. They might have like hit their limit, and like he just said. So these are amazing monitors for the price that they were. So like $240. So basically, if you're someone who's in gaming, these are really nice. But I literally bought 4 of them. So right now I've got 1 vertical and 3 going across. And it's really, really nice. 27 inches. Even if you just buy 1, there's also 32-inch that I'll get a link to for you guys of this same brand. But it's really sweet. What's really nice about it is you can actually have the DPI in the back, and you can actually connect HDMI to another monitor and have those connected together. Or so you don't even have to connect it to the computer. You can have it run out to that as well and have a second monitor. But it's really, really nice. These things are high quality, and if you're looking at doing photo editing or any type of video editing, it's got the HDR10 compatibility, which gives you really high definition, and you can see all the differences. So now that you got a better computer and you got better visuals, you need some sound. So like Kyle said, if you're in the shop all the time, Bose 2 Series multimedia speakers, I bought these as a treat to myself, and they're awesome. Like my neighbor outside was like, I can hear you out, like jam out in there. I was like, hell yeah, you can.
Treat
Oh
yourself.
yeah, so this is one of those ones for $100 to have USB powered speakers by Bose, and out of 17,000 ratings, it's a 4.7. I can tell you, I'd give it 5 stars. It's just really cheap and easy plug in, and you can kind of take a look right there. They do have a couple of different things you can do in aux in, you can do computer, but it's pretty nice high def stuff for you. And also, if you had to go somewhere, they're portable, so pretty sweet. If you're someone who wants to work at nighttime, though, like at 10 o'clock at night, I can't be out here doing that. So this is what Kyle was talking about. So if you're someone who does not have the Apple atmosphere going on and you instead have an Android or any other device, Sony has their noise canceling Bluetooth 35% off. So instead of $150, they're $98. If you're someone who has the machines running, you've got all the exhaust blowing, and then on top of that, you have your compressor going. You guys know that starts to get a little, it wears on you. So having some nice noise canceling headset is pretty sweet. And the nice thing is it can connect to your phone, so you can use it for whatever you have to use it for. It can be for conference calls. It could be if you're working on the computer right now, or it could just be for listening to the podcast on one of our many different platforms. And then this is amazing. So this blew me away, and I'm kind of pissed because I bought these. Kyle was like, bro, you need to get out here in the garage. I don't have great Wi-Fi because I've got metal machines everywhere. I've got stuff hanging on the walls, and it's about 70 feet from my main router. So this is the Eero, and the Eero mesh Wi-Fi system. You literally plug one of these into your actual device that comes into the house, and you connect it with your phone. And then pretty much within a few minutes, you've set up an entire network. So I have one in the bedroom that covers like the master bathroom, the bedroom, and the living room. There's one that covers the kids' rooms and the family room. And I have one just for the garage and when I'm like out in front of the house doing something. So these are normally $215 and they're $127, which is just a great deal. What's really cool too is these can be plugged into the back. Like you can see the person plugging it in. So actually my computer can plug straight into the Eero in the back, and it gets a better signal than if I just used my traditional Wi-Fi. So right now it says that it's connected by Ethernet cord, but really it's still Wi-Fi through this. So Kyle, you understand that better, I think, than I do, right? How's that good enough?
Yeah, basically
It's an access point.
Yeah. So it will be able to bounce the Wi-Fi further if you're just plugging it into power and you have one connected to your modem at home from your ISP. It will bounce the signal further into the house, like a leapfrog kind of effect. The other thing you can do is you can hardwire them. So you can hardwire from the first one, the initial one, to the next one through like your attic, your basement, the wall, whatever. And you now have a hardwire bounce connection, so you can throw it further with
Stronger
better
too.
consistency. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll end up with stronger throughput. Now that's a whole conversation about the difference between a direct Wi-Fi connection and something else going on, but versus like your home internet connection. So that, again, totally different conversation. But
Yeah. But the big thing
the
is
ability
it's
to
41%
get
off.
stronger wireless connection throughout the house will just provide better stability
And
for you.
if you're somebody who's uploading videos, doing that kind of stuff, like I said, most of you guys have your own pictures. Anytime you're doing stuff on a website and you have to do uploads, that just changes everything there too. So really good purchase. Only got a couple left. So when you buy those new monitors, this thing is really, really cool. You'll see it in the video that I've got coming out. It is 26% off right now. And then the other thing is you also get another $8 off. So I think I did the calculation. It's actually 26% off. So it comes out to $42. So it's even more than that. My God, it's like 40% off or something like that. 33% off. Anyways, long story short, it's really, really cool. So what's really nice about this is right now, my two monitors that are on this side are here on the edge. I have an L-shaped desk. And what's really cool is I can take the monitor and literally just pivot it around. So two things. Number one, it cleared off my desk a ton. Like those LG monitors have stands that are massive. And they go out like 16 inches or so at an angle both ways. So you're really giving up a lot of space on your desk. So this cleared up the space. And on top of that, one of my monitors can be turned 180 degrees. So when I have my fulfillment table, which is right on the other side, I can see everything that I need to be packing and just make sure it's all there. So it frees up my workspace and sets up another workspace. What's really nice about these, there's nothing that needs to be prepared. You take it out of the box, and I've got literally an unboxing video inside of the video. You pull it out, you undo some Velcro, and then you clamp it to the table, and it's done. So pretty sweet. This guy looks excited. Look at that guy. If you want the more basic version of this, this thing is really, really cool. So I bought this back in July. It's the 2 monitor stand. It's 20% off, but it's down to $28. I mean, $28 for a dual monitor stand is insane. And this one is exactly what it says. So the other one had like vertical change as well as horizontal movement. This one only has horizontal movement. But for $28, it's really, really easy to put together. It's got 53,000 ratings for a 4.6. And they do have different colors for different prices, so you can check through that. But there's 10% off that even, so it's basically $25. It used to be $50. So typical price 36, used to be 50. It just keeps in the price, and it's a really, really good purchase. And finally, one of the things, if you're someone who has your fiber lasers on the floor, get them off the floor, man. Get them off the floor. For $22, this is a tower stand. I have my computer that I just bought in one of these. It also fits these little guys right here. So basically, you can take this thing, you put it together with 2 bolts. They have a little thumb screw or a little nut, and you plop it in, and now this thing can be mobile and ground and just getting it off the ground and making your life easier. So 27% off on that thing. And I bought November 23rd, so a year ago, basically, I bought 3 of these. So pretty sweet. And that's it.
So I hooked in really quick, and I remember I was just telling you, yeah, they have like all this sports shit on sale. This has nothing to do with laser engraving. Look, ping pong tables, bro.
Poker is my kind of
Dude, me too. Case of 500 striped dice chips. Ooh, what's a Zool? No, I don't. Who cares about that? Nobody wants any of these things.
By the way, the UV laser can do those.
Oh, that's nice, dude. That's like really nice. It's a nice little kit. I'm gonna have to get that to bring with us. All right, Kyle. I'm not doing real work.
I know Boyce wants to share a couple, but before he does, I saw a comment. Those aren't the hardwired version, though, so be careful in reference to the Eros. They are indeed. So you have 2 ports. It can be used as basically a connection to your ISP on either one of these. It doesn't matter. It's auto sensing. And the other one can be an output to either a computer to hardwire it, or you can run that across your house to the other Eero on the other side of your house. And now you have a hardwired same network connection, and your phone, your laptop, your computer, or whatever should auto connect to the one that it has the strongest connection to. That's what these are. They're the router extender combo unit. So not to worry on that. I have, it's either this one or the next version up from this one. But when I bought these new, they were $90 a piece. They're $127 for 3.
Kyle literally was like, he goes, dude, they're expensive, but they're worth it. And I bought them, and it was $215 exactly.
Yeah. So
And
if you just have horrid Wi-Fi, consider something like this. It's totally worth your while.
Oh, I forgot one more.
All right.
This one, all right, it's worth it though. No, this was a good one, because the other thing is, part of the other part of my video that I was talking about is how to make your life better as a whatchamajig, like if you're working from home.
Yeah.
And so let me put this up here. Hold on one second. You guys already know, like, Amazon always has their stuff way cheaper on these days. So this is my bad. I forgot this one. The outdoor, like, you've got $30,000 worth of equipment in your garage or a space. These are 60% off right now. So the Blink Outdoor, the 3rd generation, wireless, weather resistant. They literally just mount on your wall. They've got a 2-year battery life. And they really do set up so fast. And you do have to do a subscription, just so you know, if you want to have the ability to record it and stuff like that. But it's a write-off for your business. So it's one of those things where you have a home business, so it works, right? So really, really simple. I don't know if any of you guys have any experience with these things, but they're great. And if you look, it says it's a high demand deal with limited quantities. So all invites for this deal have been claimed. Oh, never mind. God damn it. So like we waited too late. But the other thing is, if you can get one,
they might refresh tomorrow. Yeah,
and also let's look at the 2-camera system. They're all like such great deals, man. So just a heads up. See, here you go. So $90 for 2. Still 50% off. So if you're looking for those deals, follow the link. We'll put the link in there, but there's 1 camera system, 2 all the way up to 6. And it's really, really worth it to protect your investments. And obviously it doesn't stop someone from coming in your house, but it's one of those things for insurance purposes and stuff like that. Like, a laser's not worth my life or my family's life. Take the shit. You can have it. I'll call insurance.
These are the stools that we're getting to sit on for LBX, and they are 50% off for a 4-pack, which is pretty cool.
Comfortable too.
$64.97. Mind your little butt.
Is that what you asked? Earlier?
I did get cushions for them, boys.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, man.
Shut the hell up.
That looks very
comfortable. Before we start the show,
I have 8,000 different stations in my shop, and I cannot afford a comfy chair for every single one of those stations. So I'm thinking, like, if I have like a little woodworking area, a little cleaning area, a little laser area, like a computer desk, I need like a bunch of chairs, dude. $64 for a bunch of metal chairs you'll never have to replace. I'm down with that.
What's funny is right before the broadcast started, I said we're going to be so busy at LBX, Alex is just going to cut holes in the chairs so we can use the bathroom right there. And
got a hole.
Have holes already in it.
I mean, it's true.
It is true.
We will be right next to the bathroom, so maybe we can generate some kind of funnel, like
I told you,
gravity drain,
like aqueduct system. You know,
that's why we're going to get an AC Infinity 4-inch.
You're a duct.
You guys are terrible.
Stools are underrated. That's the truth, dude. Like a good chair.
Stools and stools.
That was pretty shitty.
You're up, boys. What you got, man?
Pushing your stool. Okay. Just not.
You're
going.
Too slow, old man.
There it is. Okay. So for me, as a new business owner, we're looking into shipping. This is a good deal on a Bluetooth printer, 4x6 labels, 33% off, $80. And it hooks up to everything, you know, iOS, Mac, Chromebook, the whole 9 yards. So for me, I think this is a pretty damn good setup. It has good reviews as far as user friendly. You can Bluetooth from a computer from across the damn house. It doesn't matter.
Nice and cheap too.
Yeah, for $79, you can't beat that.
Thermal printers are freaking expensive.
But you know what's not?
They are,
rollers
and if they don't work well, then it's insult to injury. So
But
if
I bought
this is working for you,
I bought 150 of these thermal printer 4x6s for like $8.
Well,
Just
and that's the next deal.
Oh
Fixed
shit!
Paper, $11. You get what's it?
Boom,
200.
220, so
200.
even more.
Yeah, 220 labels for $11. It's
Mhm.
like it's like 5 cents a hit, so it's like pretty damn cheap.
That's where you
And
get
of
your money
course,
back quick.
They've got all these different. You can go to 500 labels and probably save more. Yeah, 4 cents. You save 1 penny. Big freaking deal, right?
That's
Whatever.
a fat roll, though.
That's what she said. So on to the next part is if you're having a business, guys, lighting matters. Your photos matter. Alex has a class on this you guys missed out on. If you haven't seen it, go check that out about quality photo and video. It matters for sales. And so here's a pretty good, inexpensive light kit.
Those are
$56.
those are resuming in November, by the way. Just so everybody
Perfect.
knows. Sorry.
Yeah, but we have this kit here. It's got 2 boxes, and it's pretty solid for $56, 42% off. I have a couple of these. That's what I use for here in this house, in this basement here. And if you want to go big time, $265, normally $350 for these really nice. The LED ones, soft lighting is very
Fancy.
adjustable. They are beautiful, and I think I am getting these someday. But anyway, really good deal, 25% off, almost $350 for $265. And then since we're talking about those boxes for the Wi-Fi, you need extensions for your Ethernet cable. There's a 50-footer for $15.
Damn, Cat
That's pretty
8.
sweet. Yeah.
38% off, quality stuff, not cheap shit either. And it's up to 50 feet. You can go up to 100 here, actually. 100-footer for $32, but no deal on that one. The 50-footer is the best deal. For
Nice.
38% off, $16. So I figure if you're buying all this stuff, you better get the cables. So this is probably the best deal I saw for a quality Ethernet cable.
High quality H2O. You're about to say it, weren't you?
I was going to say HDMI.
I thought he was going to say H2O.
I was definitely going to say HDMI. But I think those are stuff that complements other things we're doing, and just more deals.
By the way, Jack in the
Nice.
shop said he had that same exact printer.
Nice.
And Cubing said he needs a thermal for college, which is true. So everybody's saying pro thermal.
Yeah.
No ink.
Yeah, I hate the idea of shipping, but we're just going to have to, So
Yep.
we're going to dive in. Plus, you want to have a scale, printer paper. Then you got to get the boxes and all that crap.
Yeah.
Not
Never
looking
heard
forward to it,
of
but
Cat 8. Does it have Web 4 built in?
it has to do with the insulation.
It's like
rating.
Cat 8 is like
Crosstalk.
weather resistant. You can like run that shit outside, like
it's
through,
heavy duty, too.
through
Yeah.
a lake.
That's
and
not
then-
true.
Yes, it is.
No.
We should
That's
test
just the
it.
cable you bought. It has to do with the insulation and crosstalk ability to handle crosstalk across the wires.
And weatherability. They have to be like a certain IP rating or something.
I don't know about that.
It's true. Google it.
I was just
Got
going,
60 gigabytes per second transmissibility,
oh, wow.
just fast.
I love the comment section during my spiel.
Yeah.
Grit said 2-pack at 10 feet. That's like almost 20 feet.
I'm no mathematician.
And then fucking Cubing said, I bought all 4, so they went off sale. The monitors. Oh, God. Anyways, let's see. You have a question, though. Here's a
Good question,
question.
yes.
Fiber laser question. Here we go. I have an extra 30-watt fiber Rakis laser source. Where can I find a case and all the other parts I would need to build a spare laser?
Ugh.
Oof.
We're supposed to be doing a video about that, but LBX and
Real
everything
life.
else that we're
Yeah.
doing got in the way.
Holidays and-
I
Go ahead.
am actually, I mean, frankly, the reason that series hasn't been produced yet is because I'm having a hard time sourcing all of the parts. Cloud Ray makes a basic shell that you can use. It's not very good and not good enough for what I wanted to do in the video. So
And also, your fiber source that you're using won't fit in that case
oh yeah, that's also true because it's a
because you have a
massive beast.
chungus.
I do have a big chunk. It's an 80 watt, so I kind of need an XL case on top of that. But CloudRay makes the basic kit, and you have a small source, so it'll probably fit. I mean, there's just a lot of little things you're going to need. Like he said a racus.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you'll need a fiber laser wavelength beam combiner, a red dot, power supplies for everything. You're going to have like 3 different power supplies. You're going to have a 48 volt for your laser source. You're going to have a 24 volt for your stepper drivers. You're going to have a 5 volt for the EasyCAD 2 board. You're going to have a 14 volt for the Galvo scan head, probably 15 volt. And then you need an EMI filter. You need switches. You need a scan head, lenses. I'm trying to think of what else.
Just
Cubing,
confirmed 24 volt source.
yeah, and Cubing just said all you need is a
24
laser
volt
star
source.
case. All you need is a laser star case.
Get a
Done.
laser star case. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that you need to do. If you want an idea of some of the things that you will need to do and think about, go watch the EasyCAD 3 downgrade video, because we literally tear a machine apart and like kind of go through everything. So
Driver for the rotary. A bunch of bulk
the actual
wire,
stepper driver,
a bunch of bulk wire, 2 colors or more if you want to know what the wires are actually intended for.
Definitely more than 2.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm not really sure where this came in, but Cubing said I'll bring my broken 6-inch, and I'm not really sure how to.
Well, he solved it. Yeah.
I'm just,
Moving on.
yep.
Oh God.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Terrible. If you guys like the Amazon deals, smash the like button. We appreciate it. Help get the deals in front of people. And if you just like hanging out with us, smash the like button anyway.
Mhm.
I was kind of hoping that the XF605 would be like working randomly, like when I just came back to it and be like, oh, it works now, but it doesn't. It's a bummer.
Bummer.
The PTZ is probably working though.
The PTC is definitely working. In fact, I plugged in the second one, which doesn't
We
seem
can
to be
show that.
autofocusing at the moment.
It's probably too dark.
No, I left the lights on. But yeah, we'll show people that. I have it up. I'll pull it up for everybody to see in a second when I'm done fiddling.
Let's do the diagram.
What projects have you guys been working on this week? I know Boyce has had some special prep going on.
Golly, we got some stuff going. Mm-hmm.
You guys can kind of see the remains of my projects from this week kind of hanging off my CO2 laser right now. So that's fun. I did the Ultimate Air Assist kit. I did an upgrade to the Ultimate Air Assist kit, then another upgrade to the Ultimate Air Assist kit, and now I have another upgrade sitting on my desk over here for upgrading it again.
Yeah, you've recorded
Got
like
a
8,000
compressor.
videos this week.
I did. I've recorded at least 1, if not 2 videos a day this week. This past 7 days.
Yeah.
And then I have a beam combiner install coming. It's been busy. Cuban says, "Wait, so Kyle, you can help me upgrade my Ultimate Air Assist kit?" Yeah, we can talk through it.
You could
Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah, that was one
You
thing
can
you
talk
asked
through it,
about,
or
like,
you can
3
watch
weeks
the
ago.
video that I spent like 30 hours on this week.
Yeah, the video is
And it's
gonna
not
be
even
good.
complete. I still have more voiceover work to do. And yeah. But yes, it is the documentation I'm coming up with should hopefully help make it far more approachable even for people who don't understand electricity. So
Oh.
I hope to make it super easy.
As far as projects for the channel, I have been helping Alex a lot during the daytime with customers and what else have we been doing? God, emails to open tickets and requests and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then
I saw
actually-
Sargon Tavor in the chat. Hopefully you got our
Ooh, that looks nice.
responses
look
to your
how
emails,
look what a
Sargon.
difference. Yeah, look what a difference, dude.
That's without being taped and everything. That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no tape. That's
don't
just
need-
literally I pulled it off the laser.
I've never taped anything when I engrave anything with the Air Assist.
Really?
It's been never.
Maybe I don't have my air up enough because I'm definitely taping my shit off.
Well,
Well, if those are cuts with and without. Well, that no air assist is passive air pressure going through just to keep the lens clean. It's like 1 psi.
yeah.
Yeah.
The air assist cut on that was like 18 or 20 psi,
Oh, see, I don't have mine up.
and
there.
it came out gorgeous. I
Yeah.
probably could crank the speed up by 50% now that I have air assist going.
Oh, well.
It could go a lot faster than it
Let's
has
see.
been,
Where
just
is
because it's more efficiently blowing through the material.
So
Look
one
at
of the
Matt's
things.
space age desk or a chair he's sitting in there. What the hell?
Oh yeah, this all it is just like this is like $100 from the Office Depot place or whatever down the street. And it was put. And they're like, it's already put together for like $5. I was like, here you go.
Just throw it in the back of the truck and you're on your way.
I made this week, which was pretty cool. It was really neat. They sent me a schematic, and I was able to use Lightburn to program. Like I literally just started with a square, rounded off the corners, but then I was able to play with the nodes to make this fit exactly to what it is. And it's an AirTag cover for a motorcycle. The guy down the road who owns a motorcycle shop had people who get their bikes stolen. He needed. It's basically he had a CNC guy mill something out of aluminum. But aluminum has to have a clear top, like something that can transmit through because aluminum's RFID blocking.
Right.
So basically, he had it milled out of aluminum to the top so that it could be hidden and people wouldn't know what was in it, but it wouldn't transmit. So they were like, shit. So they called me, and I literally just did these for like $1.50 a piece because it's like 1.25 inches big. But I was able to kind of put these together. It's pretty sweet. And then these just go on top, and it's actually smoky black acrylic, smoky gray. So really, you won't be able to see what's inside of it because you could leave one piece on or something like that, like double-sided tape.
Yeah.
So I did that. The other thing that I was actually really impressed with this week, so I've been playing with my CO2 Galvo. I never really get a chance to play with it, but we were talking this week about cutting. And this thing cuts really smooth, and I think I threw away all my pieces because I was cleaning. I actually cleaned up this week, which is weird. But it cuts through this. It cut through this like so fast and easy. And it actually, wait a minute, there it is right there. So you can see there's like not even really too much char marking on it, but it really shocked me and Kyle both because the edges came out like honey, like that crisp golden honey color, where you have like the nice light, and it only gets dark where the glue is. So I was really shocked. But what's really cool is I've got this. The reason I was playing with it is there is a theater company that is wanting some Christmas ornaments. And I was able to do these Christmas ornaments in about like 42 seconds, I think, each one. So I'm going to basically cut it out, make an array jig, and be able to lay out probably like 4 of them. Maybe like, or actually, yeah, probably like 3. So 3 of them where I can just zap them real quick. Been playing with that, and so that'll be another video too, is like how to mess with that later on. But really, I'm excited because the desk, so I'm kind of doing like how to upgrade your business and how to like make it look more professional. And what's really cool is I never am sure about this because no one ever comes to your shop, right? But this week we actually had somebody from the channel, like from Facebook. He was visiting Tampa, and he's like, "Hey, can I come see your shop?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" So he stopped by and actually hung out for a while. Michael Mador from Mainly Earns. And so he stopped by, and when he walked into the garage, it's funny because to me it's just my garage, but he was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." And I was like, all right. And he's like, 4 monitors. This is so cool. And I was like, yeah, this is what I was trying to make it look like a neat thing. But anyways, so it had the effect on a client that I was happy with. So that was kind of neat. And then what's cool is when I showed him how the monitor turns around and helps with production and all that, and showed him all the different things we had talked about on one of our coaching calls, he was like, "Oh, dude, it all makes sense now. This is great." So just saying. There you go.
Nice.
So that's what I worked on all week. It was a busy week.
Yeah. Well, I've been actually working on I want to make a video series of how to take an idea from conception to creating a file yourself, not having to buy it, make your own file, and then uploading it and starting your own store on the MakerREMIX on the marketplace, and then actually loading your file up to sell. And that's where you can find other files as well.
Nice.
To show you guys how easy it is to make your own product without wasting money and give yourself some opportunities for passive income long term. And this could be your jam, man. Like you can make just as much money off of a good file if it's unique. So I'm doing something that I don't see a lot of other people doing. That's why I'm doing this video on this specific thing. Because we're going to a winery on Sunday. So we're making something that's winery specific, Christmas ornaments.
Oh, nice.
And so we're going to try and make that this week before I get there and post that video. This, I'll get it edited and stuff.
Is it something that's also engravable?
Engraving and cutting, both.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be multi-layer, like a shaker with the glitter and all that shit inside of it.
Nice.
Corey's asking if there are many members from Scotland in the LMA looking to get into lasers, but would like to talk to someone local before I do. I feel like we have at least a couple.
I mean, so it's optional to share your location in LMA, so we don't necessarily know where everyone is from, but we've had people from Scotland that I'm familiar with that are there. I don't know if they're still there, but they might be.
Yeah.
But you can certainly ask. That's totally fine. Not everybody is comfortable sharing their location, obviously. But
you can also try MakerREMIX. I mean, please sign up for the LMA either way. It supports everything that we do here, and we wouldn't have jobs if we didn't have our LMA supporters. So please do that. But while you're at it, go ask around at MakerREMIX as well. MakerREMIX.com. It's kind of like the new little social network. It's free, doesn't cost anything. There's a lot of people from a lot of places, and it's growing pretty quickly. So I would definitely check that out.
Brenda has a good point about the LMA. You can sort
Brenda said you can. Yeah, that only works if they opt into sharing their location, though.
Right.
Makes sense.
But yes, that is totally accurate.
I have never looked at that.
And then we also have Matt says, I know it's a diode, but what do you guys think of the WeCreate Vision that's all over YouTube with software that looks like an XCS clone? I haven't heard of it at all.
They're doing a big marketing push right now. They've contacted me multiple times to try to get me to take their stuff, and I haven't taken it because we have more important things to do. But what I do know is that they are spending a lot of money on advertising and marketing right now. So if you feel like you're seeing them a lot, it's because they're doing it. They're like in the middle of a big Q4 push. They're one of the big ones. There's one called like the Luma Tool that's doing like a really big Q4 push right now. So you'll hear a lot about that too. Just because you're hearing about something a lot doesn't necessarily mean it's good. It just means that they are opening up their wallets for Q4.
They're
so
paying money.
be careful, do your research before you buy anything. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying they're paying for you to be asking this question right now. So just be aware of that.
There are other creators that have provided their feedback about it. So I would say watch the full video and get several different data points for feedback before you invest $1,000 into another machine. Would be my response to that too. And read through the documentation. I did a quick look through their website and I didn't notice any red flags, but I can't really dig through it and watch chat at the same time. But look for oddities is what I would say. Sometimes when companies are in a big hurry, they miss stuff. And you want to be able to view that kind of technical information that's important up front before you purchase. So,
yeah. And the only thing I would add too is I don't know. One of the things I like about us is we try to be really fair because things are given to us, but at the same time, like it's for us to be able to say what we want about them and be neutral about it.
We tell it like it is.
Yeah. So if something's not great, like there's actually one laser that Alex tried to take apart, got slapped on the wrist, and he's like, "Fine, then we don't talk about this laser, no problem."
Yeah, what I did was when I officially reviewed that laser, they got a 0 for anything that had to do with the internals of the machine.
Yeah, and so
that's how I scored it.
To me, it's kind of like just be mindful too, because like with X Tool, like that, some people like this is how they make their living by getting those affiliate sales. Like affiliate sales always happen, but if that's how they make their living, then obviously they have that I got to sell these things. So, you know, just be mindful. Like Kyle said, 3 or 4 opinions somewhere in there.
Another great reason to go support us over at the LMA, because the LMA keeps us on the up and up. We owe the LMA members, not a sponsor, or, you know, have a deadline for some review that has to be a certain score, a certain length, or whatever. The LMA allows us to write
leverage.
whatever we want in a review, and we don't submit it to anyone for approval. And, you know, we can take as long or as little as we'd like in publishing those reviews. There's a lot of liberties that were granted over other similar YouTubers because of the LMA presence. So if you want to support that so that we can continue to be that way, please go sign up if you haven't already. It's over at masters.lasereverything.net. It's a really great community. There's a bunch of awesome stuff going on over there. We have LMA events, which we started last month. This month is LBX. It's just not. It's like DeGost. It's over. But then we have November. We'll be coming up. We'll be doing Lasered Live #2. Matt's going to do Body Business #2, Business Body. Do you have anything on the rack for that?
I like the call Bada Business.
Bada Business. Bada Business.
I don't know. I was gonna actually talk with a couple of people. There's some people who were kind of talking about like wholesale, like how to purchase wholesale things and how to.
I'd like to see like a location-based episode too, like getting yourself in things like the white pages and the yellow pages, Google Maps.
Yeah,
Bing
honestly,
Maps, like just
Google
a whole
Business,
location day.
I will tell you, if you really want to do like a bang for your buck, Google Business and how to optimize it would probably be the best thing. So maybe that.
Yeah, you did a basic one for the channel a while ago, but we could definitely do
2
more
hours
to
back
go
to back,
deeper. And things have changed too. Google My Business is gone. It's all on Maps now. So anyway, Boyce, I changed yours from fucking the social stuff to, it's called Final Product, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, because you make really pretty stuff.
Because you finish things. You finish shit.
I do not.
Me either. We just take stuff off the laser and we're like,
well,
it's done. So and
like
you
wholesale.
don't do that. So
yes,
you sand and paint all kinds of shit.
Yeah, so I'd like to see some of that next month, and then I'll of course be doing Lasered Live. We'll pick some other weird thing. We did wood on the fiber last month, so next month we'll do something weird, and then we also have photo video. So last month we took pictures with a really crappy webcam.
That was really cool.
Tablet picture, and then made them like pro photos for like a top tier Etsy page. They like did the whole transformation, which is really cool. So a lot of really great stuff over at the LMA, guys. So please.
Are those videos archived on the LMA now?
They're archived on my hard drive, but they will be up on the LMA shortly.
Yeah,
so you'll be able to catch all the reruns soon. Again, cool. LBX. I'm just trying to get through LBX right now. We're like so close. It's 16 days away. So the reason that all of these things are like they're coming, it's just because of LBX. As soon as that's out of our hair, we can kind of refocus and rehone. First, it was the marketplace. Now the marketplace is open for testing, and now it's LBX because we're trying to celebrate the grand opening of the market at LBX. I actually, while we're on this topic, I wanted to show you guys. So here I'm just remoting into the broadcast computer in the shop right now. And here you can see one of our PTZ cams. If I zoom all the way out, I'm just going to go ahead and zoom out here. And it should respond. Yep, there we go. We're going to just zoom all the way out. I actually cleared.
What the fuck?
I cleared all of the space.
You really did.
Inside of the office to create a exact replica of the 30-foot by 10-foot space that we're going to have at LBX.
That's what those little blue squares
I could zoom in 35 feet away from Alex and see
nose hairs.
Yeah, basically.
Well, so by the way, so just so you guys know, there's going to be one of these for when we go from live broadcast to taking a break. There's going to be one of these kind of like looking around the LBX. So if you're someone who's like, there's a really good chance we can get you.
Don't do it.
So here we're doing some testing with the XF605, which is the main broadcast cam. Over here is my demo kind of setup area for where we're going to be interviewing the panel speakers. So anytime that there's like a speaker at LBX that's doing a talk, we're going to hook them and bring them in for like a panel of speakers in an interview kind of environment, which is really cool.
Does that make us hookers?
Yes. So we're setting up a space over there to do that. And then the middle is going to be mostly wires, honestly. And then the far end, we'll have kind of our
Photo booths.
normal talk center. Yes, the photo booth will be there as well. So this will be kind of where we are delivering commentary, and you guys can see, different like insights and comments and, all that jazz will take place over here. We're going to have a big green screen behind this, which I haven't set up yet, but you guys will see that in the near future. So yeah, so I just wanted to get everything literally physically mapped out, like on the floor, so that when we break it down and pack it up, when we get there, we can just unpack it the way it was packed, and everything should be where it needs to be, essentially. So
this looks so cool, man. This looks really cool.
We're gonna have a lot of fun, dude. I'm really excited about it. It's been a long time.
Alex
coming.
is like Ocean's 11ing this. Like he's like, all right, I gotta get the physical space ready to like build the map out.
Yeah, basically, that's exactly what's happening.
He's gonna build like a restroom sign up on the other side.
Yeah. So that's that. There was one other thing I wanted to show you guys too, really quick, which is if we head over to lasereverything.net, you'll notice we have the Lightburn Experience kind of chunk here on the homepage. And if you click broadcast schedule, not only do we have a countdown timer, 16 days, 10 hours, 52 minutes, and 20 seconds until LBX. That time is counting down until we hit live on the first broadcast.
Making Alex have a panic attack.
You also have links to our day 1 coverage, our day 2 coverage, and our day 3 coverage. All of those links are live right now. So you can click them, click the notify me button so that you make sure you get notified as soon as we go live there. So 1, 2, and 3. And then for each corresponding day, the entire broadcast schedule down to the 5-minute period has been pre-planned, and you can see exactly what's coming up throughout that 11-hour stream each of those days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we've put a lot of work into this. We're really, really excited. This is not like a Laser Everything live stream where we're sitting around making like dick and fart jokes and like poking each other. There will be dick and fart jokes, but that won't be wholly the experience.
Not on the whole.
Yeah. So
not like onlyostomy.com.
emergencystop.net. So this is like a real broadcast. We're trying to make it as real of a broadcast as possible, so you can see everything that's happening, including the keynote speech, the what's coming in 2024 for Lightburn. We're going to do live commentary for, and the dev panel, which is going to be really exciting. So people will be asking the dev panel questions live, and we're actually going to kind of like mystery science theater that shit while it's live. So we'll be doing commentary over it, which will be really fun. As well.
Wonder, you know what I was thinking about that, by the way? I wonder if we could take questions through our live stream and actually like talk to Joe about being able to ask that, because if like the people there don't have enough questions or something, it'd be really cool to be like, hey, some of the Laser Everything viewers want to know this.
Yeah, we can talk to him about
That'd be really cool, man.
We also are gonna have probably like 8 new, never before seen episodes of Laser Everything, talking about some of the various web services that we offer. So if you want to learn a little bit more about the stuff that we do for free for the community, definitely tune in for those live streams. That'll cover the big morning gap between the major announcements and the interview panels. So we're gonna have a lot of new episodes of Laser Everything going up, including vendor spotlights. So we're going to be actually talking to and doing brief, like 15-minute highlight interviews on some of our very first early adopter vendors on the MakerREMIX market to celebrate the grand opening. And we're going to do some short, we're calling them Lightburn quickies, just some things that didn't quite make it into the Lightburn for Galvo or Gantry crash courses that we really want to cover to celebrate the fact that we're at LBX. So we'll be providing all of that in between all of our live sections where we're interviewing the actual speakers at the event and the live panels and announcements and keynotes from Lightburn as well. And that's just the first 2 days. Day 3, Sunday, the vendor show floor opens up. There's going to be a ton of people there. Voice is going to be running around. I'll probably have a camera on my shoulder, and we're literally going to be like running and gunning, interviewing vendors, checking out their booths and all the products and stuff like that. So you'll get to look forward to all of that on day 3 after all of the business is out of the way, and then it's just going to be crazy nonsense on day 3. So
It's gonna be so much fun.
And then the cool thing too is there's
So much
photo
fun.
booths and stickers and all kinds of cool stuff. So just saying, come see us.
yeah, definitely come and see us if you are going to be there. It's going to be a good time.
Cool swag.
Miranda says, "Careful, Matt. YouTube tried to censor you for that one."
What'd I do?
I don't know. I
Swag?
missed it.
Pick
I
your
don't know.
nose.
Swag?
I don't
Can't
know.
say swag now.
There's a good chance I don't remember what I said.
We're at an hour, guys. Closing thoughts.
Couple points.
Yep.
Going back to our reviewing things, because I have gotten a couple questions actually over the last month about how we handle reviews and what that involves on our half.
We have a link for that right here.
Yeah. I was going to say partner review agreement in our ethics statement. Everything is there.
It's right here. Come read it.
In short, yeah, if you want to know exactly how we handle that, read it right there, because that is what we send to anybody who offers to send us something.
It's lasereverything.net/ethics.
Yep.
Or you can just
We
scroll down to
don't
the
guarantee
footer.
sales. We don't guarantee we won't damage your brand by saying something about your brand. We don't guarantee anything.
When it comes to lasers, we have ethics.
We
Everywhere
make them sign a liability release.
Yeah. So that's that. So we don't hold punches. If we're reviewing something, we're gonna say exactly what's on our mind about it.
Like,
we just haven't
Good,
had
bad, ugly. Otherwise,
people are
if
like,
you think it's awesome. Whatever.
People are like, why don't you ever rate things really low? And it's like, because I don't want to review things that suck ass.
Exactly.
So I usually say no to that kind of stuff. You
So
know what
I
mean?
can tell you two
We're
things.
usually
Number one-
pre-filtering that kind of stuff by not accepting it.
Well, and the reason is also because who wants to view videos about stuff that isn't great? Yeah. So
I don't want to
buy
spend
this.
100 or
Click
200
on.
hours testing something that's garbage.
Yeah. So two things I've found out working here is, number one, how many emails a day this channel gets about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And from it, maybe like 1% or less get even spoken to, because it's machines and things that really, I don't want to say don't matter, but they're machines that don't matter to our people, basically, to like the people who we want to show it to.
Yeah.
And so it's like there's some channels that anything that they can get free, they just say, yeah, send it. Yeah, send it. Yeah, send it. But it's pretty picky. The other thing is that, like, you say what you mean. Like right now, you guys should be liking this video, right? There's only 26 likes and 50 people. Come on, guys.
I know there's a lot of people right now.
I'm
So anyways, this is cool.
I was gonna plug you really quick, Matt.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
go for
that's
it.
also something I've been working on.
Yeah.
I literally forgot about the thing I've been working on again.
I know,
So
because you
anyways-
made that big list, and I was like, you didn't talk about that.
I know. So if you are somebody who is on the MakerREMIX and you go into the marketplace, I'm also putting these on Facebook and in a couple different groups. But basically, we're doing a lasers 101. So basically, like CO2 gantry 101, laser diode 101. So a diode gantry machine is what we're looking at, and it's one of those things where basically all the people in Facebook all the time who are like, I'm looking to buy a fiber laser, or I don't know what kind of laser I should get. If you look at it, it literally says what they are, what materials can it engrave, what can I cut, how much should I be spending on this, and for the summary. So basically, if you're somebody who likes to read, like I enjoy reading something, because there's a lot of times when I was teaching, I couldn't really listen to anything because I can't have headphones in, but my students are taking a test and I can have this website popped up and I can read something. So I did the CO2 gantry. We don't have a UV gantry, so I think next up is probably going to be fiber galvo.
Yep.
So anyways, that's what's coming up next, and it's really cool. The other one that I'm really proud of, though, take a look at this one. Right.
That's merch.
There it is. The Meet the Makers. So the very first one over on the right is for the people, by the people. That was who the marketplace was for and is made for, like who is made by or who's made up of. And so that's just a little article I wrote, a little blog that kind of talks about why I think the marketplace is such a great idea. And even Jason Reif from the Roto Boss says, like, we need this kind of thing. People who you talk to in the industry are like, we need a place where trusted brands and people can go to. So this is Vince No Bucks. What?
No. Shout out, Vinny.
So Vinny was
Vinny. Send us a better picture.
Vinny. So this was about Vinny, and I wrote this about the coins. He hands makes these on a lathe, so this isn't like an automated machine process. He hand makes these, and they're really cool. So it kind of talks about if you scroll up just a little bit. Oh no!
Oop, I didn't know that was going to do that. I thought it would enlarge it.
Yeah, nope. That's what you get. So if you look, it says from like I try to make this into a little blurb, basically like something you'd actually read in a magazine, because a lot of you guys have amazing stuff. Like I'm an English teacher who turned into a laser guy. What the hell, right? Vinny is actually a machinist. Like he's been a machinist since high school. So basically, what I try to talk about is who you are, what machines you have, what got you into lasering, and basically what do you have on the marketplace, and what is ahead for your company. Like what's your plan for the future, or what's your plan to bring to the marketplace in the future. So basically Vinny makes these coins, and he's also going to be putting some sublimation blanks and stuff up there in the future. So now that the market is hitting its final stride, and he knows how to use it, and he's already made a few sales, I think, and there you go. So
and then the reason that I pulled this up in the first place was because there's actually going to be a third section here to the Laser Everything or MakerREMIX Market blog, which will be written reviews. So if it's going to be the scripts from our video reviews, basically
in a new
formatted for, you know, the written word, and then anything that we don't feel like deserves a video. So if you're looking for some bad reviews, you might find them there. But there will be like all of our reviews ever. That's going to be like our little kind of collection point for all of them. So you'll see that as well. You can find this by scrolling down on the homepage, or you can just right up at the top here, click blog, and that'll take you to the big three. The reviews isn't going to populate yet because we haven't uploaded anything to it yet, but you can find the Meet the Makers, where the rest of the maker interviews that Matt's doing are going to go, or the Lasers 101 if you're looking for help with any of that kind of stuff.
And
so that should be pretty.
By the way, each one of those Meet the Makers will have a link to their product that they're either most proud of or the thing that they think people should really get their eyes on, as well as a picture of who they are. Because there's a lot of times we hear these names like Cubing Cracked. Okay, that's cool. But if you guys don't know, he's Bronson, and he's got, you know, who he is and what he does. It would be really good to know. Like an Anthony Montez, who's going to be an Andrew Farmer. And so all the names that you hear, you put a face with it and see what they can help you with.
This is live though, and you can make purchases from it right now. And a ton of people have sent me stuff. We're going a little late today, but that's okay, because the kids are asleep.
I have a couple things to do when you're done too.
Yeah, sure. What was I talking about?
People who sent you stuff.
A few, not companies, not like CloudRay. I'm talking about like people that we know and talk to
for
every
the people
day
by the people
on the show. Have uploaded products here, like Matt Blackwell has uploaded his giant HD XL fixture plate. He sent one of those to me. I'd need to pay him for that still. He sent one of those to me, and he made a very big deal. He's like, I do not give anything away for free to anyone that I worked hard on forever. But I really want you to have this. And then I was like, no, dude, I'm going to pay for this. Like, we need to respect that. So long story, but anyway, so he sent this over. I'm doing a short, like little 5-minute mini series on like stuff from the marketplace made by hand by like people, you know? So that's pretty good. So far I've recorded Matt Blackwell's fixture plates, and then Ken Robertson from Robertson Custom Creations. He's got a bunch of like fences and fixtures and things, and I actually got to demo them on Blackwell's fixture plates, which was kind of cool. So I get to like recycle that. So I'll have more of that kind of footage coming out soon too. The first 2 episodes have already gone to Jess for editing, and I have a few more to record, but you guys saw what the office looks like
one as well.
Yep. Go ahead, Matt or Kyle, whoever the fuck.
Oh, you're done? Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
So I'm going to blast through some questions just so.
Sure.
Oh yeah, good call.
Sargon says, I have an AC Infinity 6-inch. Even at full power, I still smell ozone. Is that normal? It's not good, but it's normal if you don't have enough airflow going through the fan to suck stuff out.
What is generating ozone?
It's what he's smelling by burning stuff with the laser, essentially.
What are you burning?
It may not be ozone.
Oh,
Anyways, the remaining smell that you're smelling, you shouldn't have to smell it. An AC Infinity is not really designed to fight suction. It's not a vacuum motor. It's not anything like that. So, oh my God, Alex. So essentially, you may need to upgrade your exhaust. You may want to look into a centrifugal fan. If the space that you're in can't replace the air that you're trying to suck out of it readily, an axial fan is not the right fan for you.
right.
Look into a centrifugal if it's not moving enough air.
Which you
Even
can
if it's
find on the
rated at a
Bio Guide.
lower, even if it's rated to move less air, it's more equipped to fight against the suction of a building. So
and
that you can move the air that is rated to move versus not moving any air and it's just cavitating.
the one that's on the buying guide, the centrifugal one, is super quiet. It's the one I have here at the house. So that's another thing too. It's like literally about the AC Infinities.
Mhm.
He also says he has a
sound.
carbon filter on it. That
Damn,
might
dude,
be part
this
of
is
the
a
problem.
prime big deal.
There you go. That might be part of the problem if you have a carbon filter
Nice.
on it. Do you just have it recirculating air in your space and you're forcing it through a carbon filter? Because
That would probably
that
be part of
is
it.
not going to remove particles. A carbon filter will remove VOCs. It's not designed to remove like PM 2.5 or metal particulate that are floating in the air. So it sounds like you make sure you're venting outside. It's okay if you have a carbon filter and you want to filter it before you send it outside. That's cool. But I really hope you're not recirculating that back into your space.
Yeah, please don't.
the
But if
boss
you
says-
aren't, you're essentially putting a cap on the other end, so you're sucking against a vacuum and then blowing into a cap. So
Yeah.
it's not helping.
It's like trying to blow up an air balloon by inhaling it.
Snorkeling with a straw.
What is the power and frequency you use to cut acrylic and speed?
Yeah, that I actually cut it on my CO2 tank, my gantry. And since I have 150 watt for that, I mean, it probably doesn't help you right for this, but I did, I think it was 15 millimeters per second and going at like 20 power or something like that.
And we
for 3/16.
And we have a settings library. All this stuff is free.
This says power and frequency.
Yeah, that's what I was
not a
saying. I
CO2
didn't-
Galvo.
No, I
Yeah,
cut it on the
It's
tank.
not an RF tube, so frequency is irrelevant.
They-
Using a glass tube. But
Yeah, so I think they when I was showing cutting, that was not acrylic that I cut, that was MDF, and I don't even know. I think I was just playing with it. I think it was like 30 speed. What's the output, like the prime output for a CO2 Galvo? 40 frequency or something like that.
What? Like 20.
20. There you go. So it's probably like 30 speed, 20, and then like 60 power. Cut right through it. Zoop.
Yeah, CO2 Galvo doesn't really, frequency doesn't really do anything.
Yeah. So there you go.
It does. That's not to be taken literally, but
Graham says lasers have advanced in tech rapidly over the past few years. What will the next 5 years bring? Should I just wait before dropping a couple thousand?
No.
You can always say
Believe
that
it or
forever
not,
and never buy anything.
what's changed a lot in the last couple of years is diode technology. Fibers haven't changed all that much.
The software is the only thing that really made it more accessible.
Software's changed a ton. Yeah.
and manufacturing efficiency.
Well,
Yeah.
and here's
So manufacturing efficiency has brought prices down.
Yeah.
Right. So 5 or 10 years ago, a 30 watt laser would have cost you 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 grand easy. Let me rephrase that. 20, 30, 40, 50 grand easy, probably.
Mhm.
Now you can get a 30 watt laser for between 2 and 3, 2 and 4.
and you can get it from Amazon too, like delivered to your house in 2 days. So
Yeah.
Um,
Not that you should shop for lasers there. You should shop
No.
for lasers at the new market.
unless it's a big deal linked, no, just kidding. But it's one of those things too to think about, like what Kyle's saying is, or what all of everything that Kyle said. But the other thing to think about is why wait 5 years to learn the foundations that you need to run those in 5 years, because you'll still be at the same exact spot. So if you took the time to learn now on one of the cheaper lasers, and then it'll pay for the next laser that you buy in 5 years. Just saying.
Also,
yeah, you can use it as a money-making tool.
Yeah, if you're really trying, you can have that. If you aren't trying, if you're being lazy about it, you can pay that laser off
You mean
in 1
a little
year.
lazy? A little lazy?
Yeah, a little lazy. If you're feeling a little lazy, you can pay that laser off in 1 year. That's the slow way. You can pay that laser off in 1 year, and then that's 4 years of use you're going to get out of it before, the 5th year. So I don't wait at all. Buy now. Buy yesterday.
Feeling a little lazy.
Over at market.makerremix.com. Show our vendors over there. You guys support us. That's the best way to help out over there.
Yeah.
Bearded says, looks like the LE site is not formatted well for smartphones. We're working on it.
Well,
One of the last
Amanda's
updates
working
we
on
did
it.
Probably messed with it a little bit, but it's a work in progress.
Yeah, Amanda stopped doing that. She was doing that. She was reformatting things. So some pages do, some pages don't. But she stopped. I asked her to stop so that she could work on the buying guide for a little bit. This is the new buying guide. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
So
it highlights some of the really cool stuff that we have going on the market. But then we have the regular buying guide stuff too that you're used to seeing. So like here's consumer electronics. We can take a look at computers. Ooh. There's the mini PC that Kyle's working on that's going to be running our LE TV and LE Talk radio streams. Here's that gamer stream.
That's the one I'm working on right now.
Yep, that's the one you're working on right now that we linked for the Amazon Prime Big Day, whatever the fucks it is that we're doing today. And there's a ton of stuff in here, guys. So like actually these are all filled out, and even if you've been to the buying guide recently, if you haven't seen it since this kind of new revision, go back really and check it again, because we've added a ton of stuff that wasn't on the original buying guide. There's a lot of stuff that's in here now that can really help you out. So I would definitely check this out. It's not 100% done yet, but it's much, much, much further along. There's that studio light box. The ZV-1F, great camera. This is probably on deal today. Buy camera. Come on, what are you doing? Buy camera.
Buy camera.
Buy camera. Not a deal. All right. Well, it was worth a click. So anyway, guys, long story short, Matt.
Hey, that should be one of the shirts that you make for the channel.
Just your face, like kind of painted, like a painted.
Someone will probably trademark it, but whatever, it's okay.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Gone Funky, another great t-shirt. Yep.
Totally. But yeah, so new buying guide, guys. So brand new buying guide. Go check it out. Again, it's not 100%, but it's much better than just the endless fields of broken text links that it was just a couple weeks ago. So check that out too.
Sweet.
Last two questions.
Okay.
Mike C says, I'm thinking the answer is no, but does Lightburn offer any scripting ability for a way to trigger things via USB? Not that I'm aware of. I don't think it does. Sorry.
Maybe that's something we'll hear about at LBX.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know that for sure.
Is your last one Bronson?
Yes.
Yeah.
So sorry to add another question, but does anyone on the MakerREMIX sell 0.2 millimeter business cards?
I was going to say, I can tell you, I got the 0.4, what was it, 0.4? Whatever,
0.45, something like that.
Yeah, I got the 0.45 from Gulf Coast Laser Engraving, so you can check his shop. But I also know Anthony Montez is going to be, either he already has posted a whole bunch of stuff, or it's landed here.
Yeah.
And so because I know he's been working on setting his shop, which is the, oh my God, I can beam it up LaserWorks. There you go. My brain is, I'm used to seeing him in chat all the time. So check out his channel, because I know he was setting up his photo booth and everything to take some good quality photos. So he's gonna have some really cool stuff that would be really useful for I don't want to like spoil his game, like blow up his spot, but he's gonna have some really cool stuff for this season.
If you can't find the 0.2s in either of those places, we do have the Ibanez ones linked on the buying guide. It's under laser blanks in popular stock.
Yep.
So if you just click that,
if you had to go to them,
if you have to go to Amazon, if you have to give Jeff, I'd rather you give me the money so that I can keep paying these guys. But if you have to give the money to Jeff,
give it to Alex Bezos.
Yeah, give it to Alex Bezos.
Make sure it says fuck Bezos.
All right, we're done.
Jesus
We're
Marketplace.
done. Voice is getting political. That means we need to shut it down.
Political.
Thanks, guys, so much for joining us on another episode of the Laser Source Podcast. I hope some of those Amazon deals that these guys hunted down for you were useful. I want the power box. That's what I want. The little power station. The little
Oh
one.
my god.
Thing's sick.
Get your lasers off the ground, people.
Get your lasers off the ground. If you got value out of this one, guys, don't forget to smash the like button. Let everybody else know the content was good. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified the next time we go live. It's every Tuesday at 9 o'clock right here. Go buy some merch. Get a Feeling Lazy shirt and wear it to LBX. Maybe we can all feel lazy together. That would be really cool if we could just get a bunch of people to buy that shirt and then just all show up in them. I don't know. What are the other things? Go shop. Market.MakerREMIX.com. We need help testing. It's open for testing right now. Go buy some stuff there. There's a lot of great digital files, blanks, all kinds of things. New vendors are getting their listings up pretty much every day. Light Object just
Machines.
uploaded the Ranger 3. We have a CO2 laser on the marketplace now. That's amazing. Lots of new fibers and things coming on. I think Andrew over at Lasers Only just uploaded a new laser.
There's a 10 watt UV. There's I think a 35 and a 60 watt CO2 Galvo.
Yep,
There's like a dozen fiber lasers up.
a lot of good stuff over there. Please, if you haven't already, go sign up for the Laser Master Academy. It's the #1 way to support the channel. We cannot do this job with the morals and ethics we get to brag about on the podcast without you guys. We need you. We need your help. So go sign up for that over at masters.lasereverything.net and support the content so we can keep doing this. I don't want to rely on like ads and sponsors. It's gross. Right now, the ads and sponsors are like a 10% piece of the pie, and then the viewers are 90, and I want to keep it that way. Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate that. Good night, Corey.
Bye, Laura.
I think that's it. I don't know. I
That's
always
it.
want to tell you
Good
guys
seeing
more
you.
stuff. If it's
Bearded
important,
Bill, it's good seeing you too.
I'll just start a random middle of the day stream someday this week. And
I will
you guys
literally
will
get a
hear more
message
about
and be
it.
like, come on.
Yep, we're going live. That's all I've got, everybody. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you in the next one. I was waiting.